It's Suzy Walker here from Psychologies magazine. Do join us as a subscriber at Psychologies. We have content like this at the Life Leap Club. Subscribe today and get lots of benefits with our amazing coaching course, which is all about how to create honest, kind relationships. You get a free coaching course every month with Psychologies magazine. Today we are talking about the Monday Motivated, kindly sponsored by Geo Organics. Today we're talking about the question of how to create your best day. I know for many of us we are working from home, and so I don't know about you, but sometimes the work day and the rest of my day all kind of intermingles. So what I wanted to talk to you today about was how do we create our best day when we're working from home. So what I want to talk about is three principles: the power up, the power hour, and the power down. So many of us, I don't know about you, are bombarded incoming from our phones to our laptops, our email, by the demands of family life, by our children or our loved ones around us. And often I feel quite overwhelmed because there's just lots of incoming coming in that need my attention. And it just feels like you're reacting to life rather than responding. And we're obviously huge fans of coaching at Psychologies magazine. And so this Monday Morning Motivator is to coach you to work on your lives rather than be constantly reacting to life. So what I want to invite you to do this week is to look at how we can consciously create a great day by including these three elements, which is power up, power hour, and power down. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about what I mean. Last Monday Morning Motivator, we talked about the idea of how to create your miracle morning, your brilliant morning where you feel fantastically powered up. So I just want to develop that idea and look at kind of pockets during your day which will allow you to power up. So how can you do that? So in terms of, for obviously at Psychologies, it's very much about meditation. We've got a big feature about Wim Hof in the magazine. I've been doing Wim Hof breathing now for 3 months. So that has been absolutely fantastic to make literally oxygenate my body. I've been taking cold showers, which has all been a little bit of a shock to the system. But in terms of powering me up, filling me full of energy, definitely has helped and really quite transformed my morning routine. So what can you do in the morning that will make you feel and power yourself up? So you all know what you should do, but what do you want to do? So last week we talked about meditation. I talked about Wim Hof. Journaling, we talked about journaling. We've got our great columnist in the magazine, Jackie Holder, talking about how to journal, stream of consciousness every morning. Will that help you? Will that help to get all your negativity out? I'm quite negative in the mornings. So for me, it's great to kind of vomit it out. And that really helps me to kind of de-stress and get really focused for the day. So power up. But I'm not just talking about mornings. There may be oasis during your day. Sorry, phone. The oasis, peace oasis during the day, which will allow you to power up in terms of, instead of you used to have a coffee break, how can you use a 15 minutes to walk the dog, to focus, to use affirmations, to use a visualization? There are hundreds and thousands of meditations that you can. I've just found a fantastic visualization with a lady called Rasa, which is free on YouTube. So what visualizations can you use that you can just plug in? There are lots of meditation apps. I'm a big fan of Insight Timer. Lots of fantastic visualization apps that you could use for 15 minutes during your day, just to, again, to power up, you're literally like we plug in our mobile phones, you're plugging yourself back into the mainframe of energy and rest and switching on a different system of the body, which allows you to rest. But again, how can you plan that into your day? Because if you're like me, the phone's ringing, the dog's scratching at the door, literally people are trying to kind of take my attention constantly. And I think part of the process of creating a really good day is managing your attention. Obviously, meditation will help us manage our attention of when we're the internal snatching of our attention that goes on. But of course, the external as well, the email, the phone, all of those. So how can you create those moments? So if meditation is a way to start observing your thoughts, not be in them, respond versus react. How can you do that in the external world? So how can you take some time out to press pause, to do a visualization, to do some breathing, do a dog walk, do some painting, whatever it is, but plan it in, 15 minutes, maybe more. So that's the power up piece. I talk about power hour. I'm a great fan of the power hour. I think I'm very much a sprinter, which is what I mean by that is think, okay, I'm going to get through my list of things to do. So this is the doing piece. It's like, how many things that can you do? What we find, a lot of research has been done about that, again, around our attention. And if we're constantly doing lots of different things, multitasking actually doesn't work. If you want to get something done and done thoroughly, switch off all your devices, and focus on the task in hand. There are lots of different apps you can do to switch off social media, or just so you can just focus. And I think the research shows it's about 45 minutes that you can just fully focus for. So if you've got something big to do, they always say start that first thing in the morning when your attention is fresh, get that done, and try to chunk down all the things that you have to do, within that hour. So often I call it my power hour. I just have my list of things to do. This is what I'm going to do. And then I go back to my power up of like, okay, I've done my hour. Now I'm going to do some kind of activity that allows me to power up again. I've used all my energy. I've used all my attention and creativity in that hour. And then I'm just going to go away and power up a little bit, plug myself in again, go for a walk, water the plants, do a little bit of gardening, do a bit of creativity, but it's planning those parts into your day. And then I talk about the power down piece. So how do you end your day? If you're working from home, often our day can I don't know about you, I think in lockdown, I was over-responding to the crisis. So I found myself working all the time. So my day didn't end at 6, it ended at 11. And that is the classic way of burning out. So I put it in place, some kind of strict boundaries around when my day finishes, to close the door or to close my laptop when I'm working on when I'm not in my office, and say, right, that's it, I'm not doing any more. And then having something to plan, whether it's a meal, whether it's a walk with a dog, whether it's a walk with my son, whether it's reading a book, whether it's reading a magazine, whatever it is. But it's allowing there's this kind of liminal space between finishing work and powering down and your bedtime routine. And then creating a beautiful, wonderful bed routine that you're looking forward to. You could be watching Netflix, or you could be lighting a candle and writing your journal, whatever it is, but consciously create a bedtime routine that makes you feel relaxed. Great. I recently got into yin yoga. Oh, amazing. It's just literally lie there. It's great. So what can you do that will make you feel fantastic? So experiment, do lots of different ways, but it's consciously creating a day that that allows you to get what you need to get done, but also allows space to be. Sometimes if I don't do this, my day just gets sucked away by everybody else, by everybody else's needs and everyone else's demands. But by structuring it allows me to feel like I'm a little bit more in control of my day. Often, a crisis will happen at work, or my son will ring me and say he's forgotten his blah, 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 and can I bring it to school, or whatever it is. There may be stuff like that. But if I can create some kind of structure which powers me up at the beginning of the day, powers me down at the end of the day, and have lots of power hours during the day. And I can find, my power hours, maybe I do 3 power hours during the day. you know, maybe 4 at a pinch, but this idea of doing an 8-hour day, it's not that I'm not doing it, you know, my power hour, but I'm talking about concentrating, getting something done. So like all my pages for the magazine, the thinking work that I need to do, the planning work I need to do that needs time and space and attention, that is done within a power hour. And all the other stuff, you know, that is done in the other 4 hours of the day, you know, the emailing or the little bits of stuff that needs to be done. But it's planning when I'm going to have my power hours. So I know from 9 till 10, from 12 till 1, from 2 till 3, my normal times to do a power hour. So looking at how you can create your best day. I'm just trying to give you some examples as me as I run the magazine. I'm not saying that is the right way, but in terms of how can you support yourself best to have your best day, which is about creating a little bit of structure, especially if we're working from home. Otherwise, it all gets a little bit messy. For you to look after yourself, to plug yourself in, not just your phone, to boost your own inner batteries. It's so important. Have a fantastic day today. Have an experiment with all these things. And if you do want to join us, more exercises like this, join the Life Leap Club. If you become a subscriber to Psychologies magazine, then you get these kind of videos and lots of free coaching videos too. Lots of love. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Have a great week. Bye-bye.